Hi, I'm Liz and you're watching Street View. We're here in Rochester finding out what people really think about Brexit. It's been over a year now since the vote that has divided Britain. The whole issue is still causing confusion and division up and down the country. So let's find out what people of Rochester have to say on the issue. What do you guys think about Brexit then?
To be honest, I think it's a travesty. The campaign was led on nothing but misinformation, and I feel that now that that's gone, there's no chance for people who have changed their minds to have their real opinion heard.
Yeah. What do you think about Brexit?
I think it's taking too long, far too long, to go through. We're still spending lots of money. I actually voted to come out of the European Union. I just think people are getting really fed up because it's taking far too long, and too much money each day is still going towards the European Parliament.
So what do you think about Brexit?
I think it's a load of old rubbish, and I think they've dragged their heels for far too long. I think it should have been sorted and done ages ago.
I genuinely just think that all the money that they're using to do this whole Brexit thing could go towards, better things like funding schools more, because schools are going downhill, and I feel like, maybe going towards, sorting out more stuff to do with the councils around, Britain.
We should have known how long it was going to take before we actually voted. I voted to come out, and I feel very disappointed and very let down. And I think it's causing major problems in our economy. I think it's causing unemployment. I think it's totally detrimental to the poor people. The rich get richer, the disparity between the haves and have-nots grow, and I've been totally disappointed by it all. And I think that we need to really do something positive and dramatically quickly. I don't think we should take more and more time. I think people are sick and disillusioned with everything that's happening in this country at the moment. We're in a deep, deep recession, and Brexit's the thing that's definitely held this country back.
Especially around here.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think the worst part about it is we've shot ourselves in the foot. We are most likely going to lose access to the biggest market in the world, the most important market to us. So much trade will be lost. So much will become more expensive for everyone. It was marketed on being something for the common man, for the average individual, but really, the poorest in our society are the ones who will be most affected by this.
So what do you think about Brexit?
Well, I think it's just been dragging on for so long, and you can't seem to get to the bottom of actually what is going to happen. They seemingly keep changing their mind about things, and consequently nobody knows where they are really with it. There's good things, not very many. Most of it is bad, I think.
I think it's totally unfair on the people that voted, and to even think in some quarters that we could have had another vote and things like that, I think it's disgusting. Where I live in Margate, it's like a funeral without the flowers. I moved back there about 4 years ago in April. There was nothing on at all except the central heating. It was awful. Basically, let's do something very quick and let's get out. It was a good choice to come out, and let's move on that and get our country back in some sort of order. Thank you very much.
I think it's a waste of time, really. I think people just don't realise what they're listening to us. I think most people, the younger generation, this is going to affect them, not people 60 up. And I think when we found out, most people who voted out of Brexit, it was okay, we was in England and Wales, but they were about 50 plus, and it's not going to affect them as much. And I don't really do politics. I voted to stay into Europe. I think it's just people just wanting to have their own way in politics, in our government, in Europe, and I just think it's just a waste of time, just dragging out quite a bit. But hey, it's been done now, so we're just going to deal with it.
We're basically going to pay off Europe, not to totally ruin us.
I just think, a lot of it goes to things out in the European countries that are absolutely nothing to do with us. And I think if Theresa May really had a lot of guts behind her, she would just walk away and say bye-bye, because we're actually doing quite well.
I think not it won't be good for the UK, you know, economics, and I think they've got a good reason to stay in. And as I lived here for a year, and I was working here, so it might be good for all of us. So, and a lot of people from the UK are working abroad, so yeah, it might be good for everyone.
I think what is probably the most important thing, that unlike a independent country like Japan, we don't have industry anymore. We don't have our steel, we don't have our mines or our shipyards or anything we used to produce. It's all elsewhere, and we're losing that. We won't even have that anymore. We are going to be dead in the water.
When, you know, they keep coming up with all these different views and there just doesn't seem to be an end to it. You know, when are we going to get out of it?
People are panicking, people moving money around, things like that. So I think the outcome of it all is just how much is going to benefit us if we isolate ourselves.
I think most people now are changing their mind. Referendum again, probably. I think it might be ideal to have a referendum again, because then you could sort of view how it's changed people's views and like that. But I think also you should have the age limit go down to 16 rather than just 18, because a lot of 16-year-olds are thinking, well, this is our future. In 2 years, 3 years' time, it's going to affect us, not the people that are retiring who are going to be there, because we're going to be supporting them, not the other way around.
It's not going to get us anywhere. If anything, it's just going backwards.
And you think it's a waste of money that's going to put our country backwards?
Yeah,
Is that
completely.
what you think?
In essence, yeah. I think it's going to put strain on trading routes. It's going to put strain on businesses within both Europe and within England. A lot of trade comes to and from. Way that money starts working now, because I work for a bank as well. So seeing how that actually affects like the way the money is traded and how things work, because at the moment, seeing how it is, not good.
I know it sounds bad, but I'm quite disgusted with the whole situation, because it's just a complete, as he said, travesty.